pay respect to the Athabascan peoples past, present, and future, and their continuing presence in the great land. And we invite everyone to take the time to learn more about experiencing Alaska's native cultures and share in our acknowledgement of their history. If you'll please stand and welcome the United States Army color guard. Presenting the colors of tonight's banquet are U.S. Army soldiers from the 359th Infantry Battalion located on Joint Base Elmendorf, Richardson. And please remain standing for the national anthem, which will be performed by Fur-Ronde's Great Alaska Talent Competition 2024 Division winner and 2025 finalist Madeline Helm. Continue standing afterwards for the Alaska Flag Song performed by Megan Killoran, the Executive Director of Fur-Ronde's Great Alaska Talent Competition. Thank you so much, Madeline and Megan. What a beautiful tribute to this great state and to the nation. Well, we want to welcome you to the special Mushers Banquet. Please be seated, celebrating the 53 years of the Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race. My name is Dave Sherr. I'll be your master of ceremonies tonight. Let's get ready to have some fun. We are here to raise money for the Iditarod, as this is the largest and most important fundraiser for the nonprofit organization that is tasked with preserving and honoring the time-honored tradition of the Alaska Sled Dog and the Iditarod Trail. So let's make sure these dogs, the mushers, the volunteers, the community along the trail, the culture, and Alaska State sport are celebrating tonight. Here's a quick rundown of what to expect this evening. Enjoy dinner provided by the Dena'ina Civic and Convention Center. A big thank you to their staff to put all this together. We're going to hear from my Iditarod CEO, Roddewig, who will reflect on the past and present and exciting future of the race and talk about the complexities of this year's race, given the lack of snowfall in portions of the state, including here in Anchorage. We have an exciting pre-race video that gets bumped up and started by Iditarod 53, and we'll move right into the excitement of all things like Iditarod. We are going to break up this evening into 3 exciting parts. Each segment will feature remarks from one of our valued principal race partners, musher bib drawings, followed by exciting live auction opportunities, plus new raffle opportunities that you don't want to miss out. So in addition to live auction opportunities, we've got an equally exciting array of silent auction items available to bid on throughout the night. Go check them out on the table, along the windows, or you can bid from your check. Bid from your phone. Check the programs on your table, which will give more information on the silent auction and instructions on how to bid from your phone. We have tons of Iditarod merchandise. Head on over to the store in the back of the room right over there to get your hands on the newest item of the year. Now, at this time, I'd like to invite the president of the Iditarod Board of Directors to be with us tonight. Please welcome to this event, Mr. Mike Mills.
Well, welcome everybody. We've got an exciting race in store. It's my pleasure to introduce our CEO, Roddewig. As I've said in the past, to get someone with Rob's experience in business and sports events is a blessing for the Iditarod. He was the CEO of USA Triathlon for 7 years and coordinated up to 5,000 races a year. No small feat. Rob is fond of saying that the Iditarod is far more complicated and difficult to organize and operate, with 1,000 miles of trail through the Alaskan wilderness, 1,000 dogs, 30 to 50 mushers, 1,500 volunteers, 20 plus villages, and, as in many years, but this year particularly, very unpredictable weather challenges. I can attest that Rob works 15 to 20 hours a day, not only during the race, but throughout the year. And through it all, he continues to remain positive, tenacious, and is always smiling. Without further ado, please welcome Roddewig, Iditarod CEO, and your host for the evening.
Thanks, Mike. I just appreciate that. And good evening. Welcome to the 53rd Iditarod, the World Series, Super Bowl, Olympics, and Mac Daddy of sled dogs. Tonight, we're here to support and celebrate the Iditarod Mushers, who will shortly be embarking on a life-changing journey, as Mike said, through the Alaskan wilderness. This year, the race is going to be a little bit longer. 1,000 plus miles of self-reliance, unpredictable ice, snow, wind, and competition. There are few, if any, comparisons to the Iditarod. Tenacious adventure athletes, our mushers are part Magellan, part meteorologists, savvy strategists, soulful dog whisperers, really uncommon among the uncommon, inspiring. They have created joy and meaning in lives for many, many lucky people around the world, both canine and human. So thank you, mushers, for sharing the meal with us. And if I could have every finisher in the room, please stand up. All the mushers who finished with their standing. If you finish more than 5 Iditarads, keep standing. More than 5, wow. More than 10. So you finish more than 10, keep standing. More than 20. More than 30. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here from Vermont Cruiser, 36 consecutive finishes, 38 overall. That's a record in sports. I also want to take a moment and reflect upon our dogs. You know, you think about dogs, they have access to some kind of inner joy that we don't have. You know, dogs, they don't have regrets. They are fundamentally sort of natural philosophers. Think about how authentic they are, how true to their purpose. They don't do things they don't want to do. They have this unparalleled excitement and barely controllable exuberance to run down the trail. Their ability to make such joy, it makes them so special. And watching a sled dog do what they love is the essence of joy. But, despite the obvious joy of our dogs, there are many in this world that want this event to fail. They don't want this to succeed. They want the Iditarod to halt, to stop. These are powerful extremist groups, many times our size, that want to eradicate our culture, dictate their way of life, and do not want us in Alaska to even catch a fish or even eat the meal that we serve tonight. And they actually don't want us to have dogs as companions. These groups have challenged our way of life without even experiencing it. We cannot let their opinions dictate what has been part of our community and culture, carrying forward the traditions of the Alaskan lifestyle. And we won't back down. But we do very much need your support to continue this race and freedom of our way of life. And you can support us in many ways. Tonight, we will be selling tickets for a $100,000 grand prize lotto that will be awarded in 10 days' time. We have raffle tickets. You can become an insider and share the race with others around the world. Because your doing so is really, really important. Because the Iditarod uniquely is where legends are made. In 2025 marks the 100th year anniversary of an event in which some very brave souls harnessed the collective power of sled dogs to deliver life-saving serum to our finish unknown. At the time, Nome had only one doctor. You couldn't fly to Nome in 1925. The only way there was by sled dog team. And to complicate matters, the serum was barely expected to last less than a week during the winter. And that lore is now legend, as a team of mushers delivered the 300,000 vials of serum to save the community of Nome. And only a few years ago, we experienced our own modern-day global pandemic. The world stopped, yet the Iditarod persevered. The men and women of the Iditarod embody digging deep. The mushroom community rises to challenge. When the going gets tough, find an Iditarod musher. And it's based upon these foundations that we look forward to future memories, more legends in the making, and hearing all the fascinating tales of the trail that will inspire millions by the resiliency, tenacity, and hyper-adaptivity of the Iditarod. This year in Nome, the 2025 finishers will be finishing under a brand new heralded world arch. Raby Smith, a 27-time finisher, an expert craftsman, has created a beautiful new arch. So all you mushers will look forward to christening that arch when we see you finish under it in Nome. Now, we are as authentic and as old school as you can get. but we're always striving to innovate. And I think one way, an example of our innovation is our 24-hour live stream. Can I see a show of hands for Insider subscribers here? All right. I think our Insider network, Greg Heister, Bruce Lee, and that team do an amazing job to bring you 24-hour-a-day live coverage. We dedicate 2 planes, several snow machines, drone pilots. You're not aware of this. It's captivating, it's positively addicting, and it really enables people around the world to engage. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go to our website, check it out. It's really a great way to get your Iditarod on. Now, in our world, that, I think the younger generations talk a lot about coming back to nature, but the world is really becoming more disconnected from nature, from heritage, even one another. And I think we provide the antidote, because it's not technology, our analytics, our big data that get you to know. It's grit, determination, and Iditarod toughness. Characteristics of our mushers that are unique, captivating, and inspiring. We have to realize the Iditarod is not a mass participation event. In fact, 8 times as many people have actually summited Mount Everest than actually finished the Iditarod. Only 839 people have finished the Iditarod, and 25 people have won. This year's winner is among us in this room. We have 2 former champions in the race, Civic and Ryan Redington. We have several other winners in the room. I mentioned Martin Boozer, a 4-time winner, and Dallas CB, our 6-time winner. And John Baker, 2011, fastest course on the Southern Round, and numerous other top 10 finishers with us here tonight. And I'm also especially excited to share that we have 16 rookies in the field. From the time an Iditarod musher thinks about doing the Iditarod and actually gets to the start line, it can be a 10-year journey. So rookies, I know it's a long way, and I think you've earned it, you qualified. We look forward to all of you earning your buckle. Also want to thank in advance all of our volunteers that assure a complicated supply chain, checkpoints, and canine continuum of care is properly deployed and fortified along the trail. We have several volunteer coordinators that work all year long. If I could ask the volunteer coordinators in the room to stand up and be recognized. You can see all their names on our screens. Thank you very much. If you do not know, the Iditarod has our own Air Force. Well, it's not a lethal Air Force, but it's the best assembly of bush pilots who fly nearly 700 sorties, brave the elements, landing on ice, snow, and rugged terrain. And this year, I know we're still probably putting in a runway at Eagle Island and other checkpoints that we didn't plan on going to 2 weeks ago. Our numerous veterinarians have collectively traveled thousands of miles to volunteer their time and talent to ensure exemplary care for our incredible 4-legged athletes. And I'm fortunate to have a very dedicated and experienced team who are passionately, just incredibly dedicated and really inspired, particularly this year, because we really did the best we could to go the Southern Route. We had to essentially do about 6 months of work in 6 days to move our ecosystem to Fairbanks starting on Monday. So it's really inspiring all the hard work that we did, led by Mr. Mark Norton. Mark is in his 42nd year with the Iditarod. And as I said earlier, it sounds like a lot, but it's only 6 dog years. Greg Foster, really thank you for taking over as lead veterinarian for the late Dr. Stu Nelson. Really big shoes, admirably, and I appreciate everything, stepping up with Greg and Eric and Frederick, are co-leading our veterinary program. Warren Malfrey, 2nd year, doing an excellent job as the race marshal. I'd also like to recognize our longtime finance director, Don Patterson, who's sorting out all the tickets tonight. Shannon Noonan, who's doing a tremendous job, our marketing communications. She's engaged with all of our partners and sponsors. Star Seller, our musher problem solver, just takes care of all these last minute issues. Peggy Farnes back there manning the expert merchandiser. I want to also, I'm really excited about the leadership of our education program. Jim Dupree and Linda Fenton. Also recognize Carrie Wade on our team, whose talents are supporting multiple programs and all the numerous contractors. You heard Mike Mills speak earlier. I really want to personally thank Mike. He's giving really tremendous leadership. There's been a lot of progress made from a strategic planning standpoint, from a resourcing standpoint, from an inspiration and talent standpoint. So Mike Mills is the leader of our board. Thank you, Mike. Danny Siebert, who is Vice President of the board, is also taking over this year and leading the Iditarod Air Force. So Danny's doing a great job with managing our aviation. Treasurer Samantha Diener. Secretary Samantha Diener. Treasurer is Ryan York, and Ryan has really been a great mentor and a great fundraiser and inspiring me to work harder every day. John Hamlin, here in the room, is also a board member, and importantly will be on the mic on Saturday, and has been a big asset because he is serving also as the mayor of Nome. Other board members recognize Karen King, CEO of Spawn Ideas, Clint Johnson, a leader in the aviation community, Dan Graham, a longtime leader in the mining industry, Mr. Andy Inksman, who we'll hear from here shortly, who represents the Iditarod Finishers, Nina Kemple, longtime CEO of the Alaska Community Foundation and a 4-time Olympian, and a Iditarod finisher and lifesaver, Mike Owens of Nome. So our board members are competent, caring, and committed to not only honoring mushing's cultural importance, but most important, future-proofing this race for future generations. On behalf of the entire Iditarod community, I thank you for all your expertise, passion, advice, support, and contributions. I also want to thank our dedicated sponsorship family. Without your support and commitment, there would be no Iditarod. Iditarod Nation needs to stay loyal to all of our partners. When you purchase, support, and tell others about the sponsorship family's products or services, you are supporting Iditarod. Wrapping up here, as we gather here on Iditarod Eve, we are honoring a culture that has been essential to survival for over 1,000 years. It's more than a race, it's a way for our peoples to maintain a sense of identity and connection with their heritage. And our mission is to preserve this culture. So we are striving to continue to improve everything we do while still preserving the integrity, heritage, and inspiration of the last great race. Finally, what I do want to say tonight is for honoring our 2025 mushers. I want to remind all, the Iditarod Trail Committee is a nonprofit, and fundraising is essential to ensuring our mission is successful. So, we have a fantastic silent and live options this evening. Become a member, go to our website, become an insider, come in on Saturday, and feel the love. Thank you very much. Enjoy the evening.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. We now ask you to stand, if you will, as Pastor Jason Seegers of Old Path Baptist Church in Glenelg leads us in our invocation for tonight's event. Pastor.
Let's pray. Heavenly Father, as we gather for this 53rd running of the Iditarod, we pause in gratitude for the strength, endurance, and courage that has brought us all here today. We give thanks for the mushers, the loyal and tireless dogs, the volunteers, the communities, the families who support this incredible journey. We ask your blessing over all who take to the trail. Watch over each musher and team, guide them safely through the wilderness, over the ice and snow, through the challenges and the triumphs. May they draw strength from the land, wisdom from experience, courage from the spirit of those who have come before. Bless this race not just as a test of endurance, but as a testament of the unbreakable bond between human and dog. The respect for nature, the deep traditions that make this race more than a competition, it is a legacy. May the spirit of Iditarod inspire all who witness it, reminding us of perseverance, respect, and the adventure that lies ahead. We thank you for this night. Pray that you bless this food in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you so much, Pastor. Go ahead, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, don't forget we're here to raise funds to support the Iditarod in its next 50 years. We've got an exciting silent auction that is located along the window. There are 3 closing times this year, 8 o'clock, 8:30, and 9 p.m. So be sure to watch the clock bidding on items such as a Borealis Base Camp Adventure, winter dog sledding for 2 without fine air, handmade arts and crafts, and so much more. Scan the QR code in your program and bid from your phone if you prefer. And the Iditarod Games of Champs are also in full effect tonight at the annual winter raffle, which gives $200,000 in prizes away to 55 winners, with the grand prize being $101,000. We also have the Iditarod Lotto with weekend winners every Wednesday, and the grand prize pot being drawn during the race on March 12th. Our gaming team is walking around the tables to play any one of these games of chance, so you can scan the QR code and actually be able to play. The more lotto and raffle tickets you buy, the more red and draw tickets you get, your chance to win this incredible Iditarod package at the end of the night. And if you purchase tickets from your phone, let one of the attendants know and show them your confirmation that they will give you red tickets. As you can see, there is about to be served. Please stay tuned for 2 live auction opportunities coming up. Our good friend Daniel and other Alaska Auctions and Appraisals. Our live auctioneer is going to bring this crowd to their feet with excitement for all the live auction items we have tonight. We've got 2 amazing items this year, which Dan will elaborate on once we get to each auction segment of tonight's program. Ladies and gentlemen, there are over 20 companies that play a large role in making this event a reality each and every year. They are known as our partners. And frankly, we think of them as family. Each is so vital for the race's success, and we'd like to recognize the sponsors, especially this evening. Look up at the screen if you will. Principal partners, Singapore, Alaska, Harvest Midstream, GCI, and Duncan Bill. Our lead dog partners, Alaska Air Transit, Bristol Bay Navy Corporation, the City of Nome, Linden, Northern Air Cargo, North Rim Bank, and Ryan Air. Our team dog partners, the Municipality Bank, the Oak Corporation, and Providence Medical Center. Our wheel dog partners, Alaska Mining and Diving, Alaska Place, Alaska Brewing, the Blood Bank of Alaska, Roddewig Signs, Delta Racing, and Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union. Plus many other race partners who help make all of this possible. Let's give a big round of applause, if you will, for these dedicated partners of the Live Great Race Honor. We are now excited to introduce the 2025 pre-race video put together by our good friend Craig Heister, longtime executive producer and director of the Iditarod Insider Film Crew, who brings you the broadcast updates and commentary you depend on for the last great race on Earth. Take a look at your screen.
We're not looking at different titles is going to be like, for us, we're going to do all that. It's what we love to do. I'm always taking time to take in the sights. I live for this, you know. I don't live to live. I live for these dogs, healthy, happy, doing what they love. We are doing it together as we travel down the trail. And that is something that they're excited about. When they crest that hill and they see a herd here, they are loving that as much or more than I am. And that's why we get to that excitement of what's around the next turn. But ultimately, we're in it for the joy of being a team traveling together. So I was born in it, and I didn't know what about dogs. So we always had 10 plus dogs, and now we're here with 80, so it grew quite a bit in the time. And I got hooked on a air from sprint bucking to mid distance. I fell in love with distance. Distance is where I felt most at home.
For the fourth time in history, lack of snow and poor trail conditions have moved the racetrack north and away from the Alaska Range. This race laughs in the face of adversity. Another 1,000-mile track to the north, and the destination remains known. Better than 30 teams, men, women, and dogs, former champions, and others dreaming of their place in history.
I always am a very competitive person, and I'd like to get more of these trophies that's behind me, and win the race again. There's guys like Matt Hall, Jessie Holmes, and Jeff Meader, and obviously Roddewig and Mitch has never really come with a slouch team, and he's more experienced than any of those guys. So there's some great teams, and I'm not gonna think I have an ego big enough to say that I'm going to go out there and just run over those guys, but I think we can hang right with them.
You know you have a team that can win, right? Like this Cannibals Keaton.
They're ready. They're ready to get well.
Are you ready?
I hope so. I've been training for this my whole life, and I've trained harder than ever this season. Gotten into jogging, running. I've trimmed off a lot of weight myself, I'm ready to be right there with them, pushing them over and jogging the whole way. The burn to win is crazy stronger than it's ever been in me, and it's I don't want to say it's all I think about, but it's everything in my life is channeled towards that, and it's going to happen. I have no doubt. I have no doubt in my dog game's capabilities. I mean, we all want to go against the best. That's the thing about people like us. We want everybody to win. We're ready to rumble. We're ready to race anybody.
For many in this field, they arrive thirsty for this opportunity and possibly blind to what they could experience. It's adventure that they come for, but they won't do it alone. They will tackle this challenge with their best of the best.
I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have any money. I wanted to mush. So I went to the shelter and I got dogs that looked like they could pull. And that's how I got into it. Going from the shelter, trying them out, realizing that, they're good dogs. And in many cases, realizing that they're really good dogs. That is a really kind of dippy path to follow. I mean, it's been really satisfying to see that happen.
What's the goal?
Finish.
Yeah.
That's the get the goal.
You have a rookie of the year or anything like that now?
No, for me, if you get there right now, no, I haven't thought about that.
Ultimately, the goal is to finish, but honestly, I'm training myself and attempting to train this team to win it there. It's a race. I don't believe it's big, but like I said, first week I was here, I met my wife. I was introduced to four-time Iditarod champion and learned everything about mushing. It's been like this fast track, and everything just fell into place beautifully. And now we got our own land and our own dogs, and our running right there. It's great.
These teams will plod their way down this trail, some with a little quicker step in their giddy-up. But at 7 or 8 miles an hour, it naturally creates time to reflect, rubberneck, and to converse.
I love talking to my dogs. I'm talking to them the whole time, but I don't need to. Like, they know my movements, they know my body language, they know when I'm getting food, they know when the food's not ready yet, they know we're sleeping here, we're not. And just everything, that keep walking up to them, putting booties on, and one eyeball opens, and they're like, takes repetition over and over and over again. And the farther you get down the trail when you're spending, I mean, we train for it all year, every day, but when you're actually in that race, like, you don't leave those dogs to go inside and spend the night like you do back home here. You're on straw with them the whole time, and you're tight, yes.
The ability to go across the yard with that dog is pretty cool.
It's awesome, yeah. And our appreciation for being able to do it definitely probably has grown. And yeah, it may not always be an opportunity as the same opportunity as it is today, but dogs and the trail and adventure will always be out there. But yeah, at a certain point, you gotta just sit back and just be so thankful to even start the race and to be able to travel that trail and just appreciate that what it is.
Stopping everything else in life and just focusing on dogs, eat, sleep, breathe dogs. I've lived dogs my whole life, and it starts early and ends late. And when you're in that moment, that getting under that arch, there is no feeling like it. I mean, traveling that country, and there's sorts on the way. I ran a very conservative first 100, and I wanted to find out if I love distance. And I did. I truly love distance. It was an experience of a lifetime.
As you peer in on these teams over the coming days, admire the landscapes, get lost in the grandeur, imagine that bite of the cold, but find warmth in that purpose that brings them all here. It's nice to win. It's better to know when you arrive in a place you've never traveled before.
It's a journey, and the bond that you thought, I've had this dog for 9 years, we're so bonded and strong. It's amazing how it intensifies in that 9-day race. You're like, how could I even get any closer to this dog? I've owned him his entire life. But there's something about that journey that you share together, definitely something special that happens out there. And that's part of the magic of the Iditarod Trail. There's energy, there's spirits, I don't know what it is, but you feel something different out there, absolutely.
It brings tears to my eyes, but they do home training and the lifestyle we've been living. I was just sleeping in the straw with them last night, in a pile of dogs, and our bond is so tight, and our hunger to win is their hunger to win is, I think, more intense than mine sometimes, And so it just keeps us, maybe I'm down one day, maybe they're living down one day, I know we build each other, we lift each other up, and we're going to come to that finish line with team and on fire and with passion for every mile that we get to live this great blessing. The way that I feel about one of my main leaders, Rob, was 600 this year, the way that I feel about him after every race that goes by, the experience that we share, the relationship that grows with us is, words really can't describe it. It is unlike any other, including family members. I'm traveling thousands of miles with this dog. We're traveling 1,000 miles in 9.5 days. That bond is just, it's amazing. And so, that's just one dog, and I'm lucky enough to have, but I've got 20 dogs that are, closer than me in my head, beside me. But it's just, we spend every day together, and that's awesome. More plus person, more my friend. Those dogs' happiness and well-being and all the lessons that they taught me along the way, the lifestyle we live, that's winning. These dogs are incredible. They've taught me, to be humble, to be hardworking, to have gratitude, to enjoy all the small things in life.
53 years. What do you say? It's time to saddle up again. Let's go to know.
Wow, what a show. And our thanks to Greg Johnson for that 11-minute video. Now, I'm not going to let it be. I'd like to call Rob Roddewig back to the stage tonight for some very special introductions. Rob, come on up there, will you? I know you're busy, but we've got more introductions from you to talk about. Yes, I'm talking to you, sir. Just following the script, man.
Thanks, Dave. So we have a very special presentation tonight. Those of you here over the last couple of years, you probably heard of Mike Mills. Pay a tribute to our honorary usher, but we have a special guest. I'm going to ask Mr. Mike Mills, getting the leads that did our board of directors to come up and give a quick introduction. Thank you.
This is going to be a tag team effort here. Myself and Mark Boozer, who everybody knows. One of our icons. Presenting the Honorary Musher Award is one of the most cherished duties that I have as the Iditarod Board Chair. The past several winners have been icons in Iditarod history. Joe Redington, Lance Mackey, Wilson Hughes last year. This year's honorary musher is an icon of similar stature. For the first 5 years of the Iditarod, Leonard Seppala, who played a pivotal role in the 1925 Serum Run to Nome, was honored for his contributions to mushing 5 years in a row. His name continues to be honored through the Leonard Seppala Award for the musher chosen by other mushers who provided the best dog care during the race. So it's a cherished award. On this 100th anniversary of the Serum Run, I'm proud to announce the prestigious award for the honorary musher goes to the late Dr. Stuart Nelson, head vet for the Iditarod since 1995. Stu passed away last fall while walking in the woods by himself in Idaho, something he loved doing. Exemplary dog care is the highest priority of the Iditarod Trail Committee, and Stu was the apex of ensuring that every possible precaution was taken to protect the canine athletes that are at the heart of this race. He organized and trained 50 veterinarians who help each year establish protocols for blood work, EKGs, and physical exams. He carefully managed all aspects of dog care during and after the race. Would all of the volunteer vets in attendance now or from past years please stand for some applause? These individuals come from Alaska and all over the United States and even the world to contribute their time to help the race keep the dogs safe. Stu would be thankful for all of you and the work you all will do over the next 2 weeks. Stu's intense focus on dog health and numerous studies with top universities led to many advancements in veterinary science. His research has led to greater knowledge of cardiovascular, musculoskeletal, gastrointestinal, and nutrition for sled dogs. These advancements include work that led to protocols for avoiding gastric ulcers that have saved untold numbers of dogs. His discoveries have also improved the health of our pets at home through the knowledge that flows down through the veterinary community. While Stu maintained a veterinary practice in Idaho, he referred to the Iditarod as his full-time, part-time job. Having worked with him for 5 years, I was personally impressed with his knowledge and passion for protecting the welfare of our canine athletes. He was a dedicated servant leader who will be missed. Stu had a particular love for solo trips to extreme remote places each summer. He loved to canoe or kayak in the Yukon on rivers where maybe a handful of people would go each year. We will hear more about this from Martin. So, to further honor Stu and elaborate on his impact and contributions to the race, and to add some color, please welcome four-time champion Martin Boozer.
Well, there goes the script. Thank you very much. After over 30,000 miles on the trail with Stu Nelson, after his passing, I had the great honor to give a little presentation of his celebration of life in Wasilla. And a lot of you were here, were there, and unfortunately, of course, it was taped, so there's documentation out there, which led me to the next chapter of honoring Stu. And I told my wife, Kathy, I was honored to introduce him here this evening, and she says, well, you can't use anything you already said. Like a good dog musher would be that prompt me to do. Of course, I went out in the dog park. This is what my dogs came up with. All right, listen up, you humans. We sled dogs don't usually take time to write. We're too busy pulling your sorry selves across the tundra. But for Dr. Stu Nelson, we'll make an exception. None more fitting to be the honorary musher in the 25 Iditarod race than the beloved chief veterinarian. A man who spent more time with sled dogs than most people spend with their own families. Stu had an uncanny ability to diagnose an aching paw at 50 yards and detect the musher's bad decisions even faster. Dr. Stu was the guy we trusted. And believe me, that's saying something. We don't just let any two-legged creature poke, prod, and inspect our paws without at least some protest. But when Stu showed up at the checkpoint, we knew we were in good hands. He had a way of checking our muscles, joints, and feet that never felt rushed, like he actually cared. Pretty crazy, isn't it? You'd think he was part sled dog himself. He could tell when we needed rest, when we were faking it just to get extra snacks, or when our musher was pushing their luck. Sometimes he'd just shake his big head and say, give this one a break. That was music to our ears. Stu dedicated his life to making sure the real athletes of the Iditarod, us, the dogs, were in peak condition. He had a heart as big as the Alaska wilderness, hands as steady as a sled runner on packed snow, and an iron stomach that somehow withstood years of musher's trail food. If you ever doubted his commitment, just remember, this man willingly stuck his hands into places that even the bravest of you call a job for somebody else. He'd squat down to our level, give us a pat, and scratch behind the ears, and if we were lucky, an extra encouragement. And when a musher tried to argue, Stu had that don't even start look that could silence even the most stubborn human. He was the only guy who could calm a nervous dog, an exhausted musher, and a room full of spectacled journalists all in the same day, sometimes before breakfast. His medical expertise was impeccable, but what really set him apart was his ability to deliver news with a straight face, even when telling a musher, no, your dog is not sick. It just don't want to pull you anymore. Stu had a way of explaining things that made sense to everyone, whether you had 2 legs or 4. And if one of us didn't understand, well, he just repeated himself more slowly because, frankly, he seemed to believe that we were better listeners than most humans. Though he's now off to the great tundra in the sky, we'd like to think he's up there running the Celestial Vet Clinic, where the exam table is never too cold. The kibble is always fresh. And none of us ever put on his boots. Rest easy, Stu. The trail is emptier without you. But the stories, oh, the stories will live on longer than an Alaskan winter. And as for us, well, we know he's still out there, somewhere in a different checkpoint, keeping an eye on us, making sure our paws are warm, our stomachs are full, and our muscle remembers who really is in charge. Godspeed, Stu. We'll see you on a different trail.
Thank you, sir, for your heartfelt words. Now we have somebody coming to the stage very special. I'd like to introduce to you my friend. It is race director Mark Norton. Mark, if you'll come to the stage and make your introductions, please.
That's a tough act to follow for sure. Stu is going to be missed by everybody between Anchorage and Nome. On a different note, of course, we all know we're going to Fairbanks, and there's 3 people that I want to recognize for opening their hearts and arms to the Iditarod. It's happened before. And the first is Jay Ravis, owner of Pike's Waterfront Lodge. That's our lodging up there for all volunteers. It's an incredible feeling when you walk into Fairbanks and Jay and the staff said, Mark, what do you need? Then we go on to the Fairbanks North Star Borough. I walked into a meeting there with my restart coordinator, Chris Sheldon, and the Mayor Greer Hopkins said the same thing. Mark, what do you need? It's an incredible warm feeling to walk into that setting. So I thank both those 2. And even more so, I need to thank the gentleman that flew down from Fairbanks here. I'd like him to stand. He is my go-to guy in Fairbanks. Howard Peace. Thank you very much, Howard. He's the one that can make it happen. He can help me fill out my DOT permits. And with Howard Peace, we're going to have one hell of a start up in Fairbanks. So thank you all very much.
Thank you, Mr. Norton. We will return in just a little bit as he wrangles the mushers as we pull out the bib numbers. We are now going to give a warm welcome to the race's newest principal partners, Hillcore Alaska and Harvest Midstream. Both entities pride themselves on being innovative and hardworking, and the Iditarod is so honored to be partnering with these 2 similar-minded organizations. Hillcore Alaska and Harvest Midstream are not only committed to the Alaskan way of life, but also committed to their employee-centric cultures. Take a look.
At Hillcore Alaska, we know the power of teamwork and determination. It's the same power that drives the mushers and sled dogs in the Iditarod. That's why we're proud to sponsor the greatest race on earth. The Iditarod is more than just a race. It's a test of endurance and skill. It's a tradition that celebrates the rich spirit of Alaska and a remarkable bond between a musher and their dogs. At Hillcore, we are inspired by the grit and determination that defines the Iditarod, and our employees share that same spirit. From powering homes and businesses with cook inlet natural gas to working to fill the Trans-Alaska Pipeline, we are dedicated to responsibly producing Alaskan oil and natural gas and powering Alaska's economy. As Alaska's largest oil and gas operator, energy is our product, but our greatest resource is the more than 1,500 employees who work for Hillcore Alaska. As we cheer on the mushers and their dogs, let's also celebrate the spirit of perseverance that drives us all forward. the energy that powers our homes and communities to the legendary race that brings us all together. Hillcorp, Alaska, proud sponsor of the Iditarod Sled Dog Race.
Our thanks to Hillcorp, Alaska and Harvest Midstream. Well, I think what we are ready for now is our first round of musher bib drawing. We're right on time to do that. Mr. Norman, would you mind coming back up here and wrangle our mushers as we start to pull bib numbers? This year's race field includes 22 men and 11 women, consisting of 16 rookies and 17 veterans. The field comes from 4 different countries, 29 Americans, 19 Alaskans, 3 mushers from Michigan, 1 from Alabama, Idaho, Michigan, Montana, New Hampshire, and Wisconsin, 2 Canadians, 1 Dane, and 1 Norwegian. 20 of this year's mushers have here tonight signed up on June 29, 2024 at the Mushers Sign Up and Volunteer Picnic, and these mushers were assigned in random order to come up and draw their bib number. The first 10 will draw now, the next 10 will draw in the next segment. The remaining 13 mushers who signed up after the picnic were also assigned in random order to draw their bib number in the last segment. So, here we go. The first musher to draw their number, if we're ready, are we ready? Is the 2024 fifth place finisher. Please welcome Billy Porcel.
We begin with Ebbe Pedersen. She will begin her 6th Iditarod Fairbanks. 3 top 9 finishes to her credentials, including a 5th place finish in 2021. She's from Denmark, but calls Willow, Alaska home.
18 is Billy's number. Great song. Thank you so much, buddy. Our second musher, Dane Baker.
Then will be followed up by Dane Baker, who grew up in Michigan, came to Alaska and fell in love with sled dogs. He'll be running a puppy team from the Alaskan Husky Adventures, operated by Matthew and Liz Fader.
Hello, everyone. Iditarod. My name's Dane Baker. I'll be a rookie this year in Iditarod. I'd like to take a moment and thank some of my supporters for this year's race. Matthew and Liz Fader from the Alaskan Husky Adventures. I'll be running a team on the Anchorage puppy team. Jared and Casey, my co-workers, for all their help this season as well. My girlfriend and her family, Monte's family, back in Michigan, and my family back in Michigan, for all their support. Thank them for helping me out this winter. I'd like to take a second to introduce a couple of my lead dogs. We got Mr. Max Stacks, Graham Face, and Gil, who's left for just a couple of my lead dogs. We'll get Nancy to go, you guys. But it's like the travel this year. Let's see some different country and finish up and down. That's all. Best of luck to all the other competitors. Look for a long and safe race. Thank you.
All right, and Dane Baker, what is your number? 21. Our third musher tonight is Matt Hall.
Matt Hall, a former Yukon Quest champion, and now a perennial contender in the Iditarod. He and his lead dog, Dena'ina, will bring a formidable team to the start line in 2025. This will be his 7th Iditarod. He has 5 top 15 finishes, including a 2nd place in 2024 and a 4th in 2023.
This is the man, Keaton. Want to come talk? Hi, buddy. So this guy is 7 years old now. This is my main leader. He's been there at the finish line every single race for me up front. Yes, I know, handsome man. And without this guy, we definitely wouldn't be who we are, where we are today. And he was an only puppy and a woodsy puppy at that too. So at the time, I was like, "Ooh, glad there's only one puppy in the litter." You know, usually when that happens, you get your whole race team. But boy, he's something special.
All right, Matt, come on up, pick your number. Your starting position for the last great race on earth. Here he goes. Matt Hall's number is number 4. Our fourth musher to pick the number will be Michelle Phillips.
Another talented veteran, Michelle Phillips, is back in the Iditarod. A 12-time finisher from the Yukon Territories. Michelle, a perennial top 15 finisher, will be vying for a spot in the top 10 or better this year.
All right, Michelle, come to the stage. Always watch out for the man with the salads. And Michelle picks number 14 at Iditarod. Our fifth musher tonight is Jenny Roddewig.
Rookie Jenny Roddewig is in the Iditarod. She and her husband live in Fairbanks, Alaska, where they run Sage Mountain Kennels. She's finished many mid-distance races where she's won 8 humanitarian awards. We welcome Jenny to the last great race.
I'm Jenny Roddewig from Fairbanks, Alaska. I'm originally from Montana, where I started mushing as a toddler with my father and ran many mid-distance races as a teenager, including Junior Iditarod, Race to the Sky, and Bear Grease. I met my husband in Montana through mushing, and together with our dogs, we moved up here to Alaska about 2.5 years ago. Thanks to the support and encouragement from my husband and friends like Jessie Royer and Josie Shelley, I was able to take on the challenge of running Iditarod this year despite having a fairly small kennel. I'm excited to adventure across Alaska with my 4-legged family, and I couldn't do that without all the support from friends and family. I'd like to thank Angie Haxby, Tracy Wiley in her 5th and 6th grade class in Logansport, Columbia Tamaskin, Jacob and Caitlin Webb, Ben Higgins, Stephen and Mary Schellenberger, Lori Rizzo, Screaming Sheba Studios, Mason Legault, Connie Speakman, Jan Spear, Shannon Kimmel, Heidi Palmer, who's here, Casey Sweeney, Bob and Nora Lee, Dr. Greg Peach, Danielle and Joe Slingsby, the Pickle family, and all the UAF vet students that have helped me throughout the year.
And Jenny, we're excited for you to come to the stage to pick your number. Number 10 is Jenny's number. Our 6th musher, pick number. Please welcome Mike Parker.
Mike Parker, another rookie from Eagle River, is running out of the Northern Whites Kennel, owned by Jim Dena'ina. We wish Mike and his team well on their way to Nome.
Hi, I'm Mika, and this is Snot He's running out of the door.
Hi, I'm Mike Parker, and I'm excited to be running the 2025 Iditarod with the Northern Whites Kennel. I want to thank the Iditarod Trail Committee, all the volunteers, and especially the fans for allowing this event to keep going so that a guy like me could live out his childhood dreams. Thank you, Jim and Anna, for giving me the opportunity to run your dogs. Thank you to my wife, Julianne. Hi, Mom. White dogs forever.
Mike and his spokesgirl are coming to the stage now. And the youngest Parker picked number 11 for her dad. Our 7th musher is Jason Mackey.
Jason Mackey is back, the name synonymous with greatness in the Iditarod. Jason will try and become the 4th musher named Mackey to win this race. Jason has finished 8 Iditarods with a 16th place finish to his credit in 2024.
Mr. Mackey, the stage is all yours. Number 2. Our 8th musher selecting a number is Travis Beals.
Travis Beals is knocking on that proverbial door. A year in, year out contender now. Travis led the Iditarod a year ago all the way to Caltech. He would finish in 6th place. He has 3 top 10 finishes now and has his sights set on that Joe Redington trophy in 2025.
Hello to all the Iditarod fans. Travis Beals here, Iditarod Musher. Thanks for coming out tonight. Just want to say thanks to all our guests in the summertime that come out to see us on Cosman Glacier. And our ground cart rides at Turning Heads Kennels in Seward, Alaska. We'll see you this summer. Thanks for coming out.
And we'll see you right now, Mr. Beals, coming to the stage to pick his starting position. Number 6 is Travis Beals, starting position at the last grade race on it. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Up next is Ebbe Pedersen.
Ebbe Pedersen, born in Denmark, lived in Norway and in Tottenham. He will be running a second team for Travis Beals out of Turning Heads Kennel. Ebbe, a man of the wilderness, will feel right at home out on this trail.
And here comes Mr. Pedersen right now to the stage by Iditarod. Number 5. Right over that way, talking to our friends at the Anchorage Daily News. Now at number 10, Gabe Dunn.
Gabe Dunn is back in the effort. Even a run-in with a moose just days ago can't keep her from the Iditarod Trail. She's going home on Sunday. Born and raised in Fairbanks, Gabe will be running her third Iditarod this year.
Hi everyone. He's one of my 3-year-old lead dogs. He finished Iditarod last year, and we're really excited to be able to work on his past these days. I am based out of Willow, Alaska. I have about 25 dogs, and I've been running races and sled dogs for about 25 years now. I've got 12 of my athletes right here. We're out in Cantwell training. Pretty soon we're going to be traversing Alaska and hopefully seeing everyone in Nome. I want to say a big, huge thank you to all of my personal sponsors and all the big sponsors for Iditarod. Thank you guys.
Please welcome to the Iditarod stage, Gabe Dunn. Number 20 for Gabe Dunn in the last grade race on the next. That's our first 10 mushers, ladies and gentlemen, here at Iditarod 53. The mushers are going over here to have their picture taken for the Anchorage Daily News. Their special musher edition will appear, I believe, online Saturday. Is that right? And then in the special Sunday edition, there'll be a big fold-out of all the mushers and their bios. You don't want to miss that. How's that? That's at adn.com. And in just a moment, our first live auction opportunity. We're going to take a break, have some drinks, have some dinner, enjoy yourself. Welcome to the Mushers Banquet. We'll be reading something to the mushers that race founder Joe Redington Sr. wrote. Please join Barbara as she makes it to the stage. Barbara.
You no longer feel like such a small part of it. You now are as big as the tallest mountains and can see 1,000,000 miles. All that you see is good. The scenery is the greatest and always changing. You just know it was all put here just for you and your dogs. Your team is strong. No hill is too steep or distance too far. You now realize the love and respect you have for your team. Your lead dog has the stamina of a bull moose and the courage of a grizzly bear. When the darkness of night comes and the northern lights go dancing across the skies, you will be many miles from where you broke camp at dawn. You will always be able to recall the beautiful sky as dawn was approaching. First, the pinkish glow in the east, and then the bright red mountaintops as the sun tops over the range. Another beautiful day. The dogs were eager to go. They must enjoy each passing scene as much as you do. The trail is well packed and beautiful. The only sounds you hear are the breathing of your dogs and the pleasant tone of your sled runners as they glide over the glistening snow. All the great treasures of life must be here. Money, cars, and crime now have no meaning. Traffic and smog seem so far away and long ago. You feel all this beauty and enchantment will last forever. The trail, your dogs, the mountains, rivers, and snow-covered tundra have all become a part of you. The biting cold and harsh wind have disappeared, and your dogs seem happier than ever before. When you speak their names, they turn their heads and seem to smile. And when you camp again, and your dogs are fed and cared for, and you lie down to rest, you look up at the beautiful sky with all the bright stars, and you just know that up there somewhere, there must be another Iditarod trail. Thank you, Joe. Long live Iditarod and Junior Iditarod.
Thank you so much, Berington. All right, folks, it's time for our first live auction opportunity. But a quick reminder that the first section of the silent auction will be closing at 8 o'clock. Now, please welcome tonight's auctioneer, our good friend, Dan Newman. If you want to bid, please raise your hand very high. Dan is one of our many volunteers with many ones who will be looking for, as you can tell, he's underdressed tonight.
When in Rome, dress as the mushers do. Or just one step above. Good evening, everyone. My name is Dan Newman with the last career on the Red, and it is my absolute privilege to be back with y'all again for the third year in a row here at the 53rd running of the Iditarod Sled Dog Race, the last great race on earth. And we have the best opportunity in the house for y'all tonight to enjoy a phenomenal dinner. But not only that, we have an opportunity for you to help support the last great race. That's right, not only do we get to determine all of our mushers and their racing order, but we are going to be throwing in a little live auction, so there's a little what's in it for you factor as you can help support the Iditarod with your bidding efforts. So, how many of you have ever been to an auction before? Can I get a couple of show of hands? What do you think? Has anybody never been to an auction? Oh my goodness, there's still a couple hands up in the air. How exciting. The way the auction works is I'm going to describe a package. I'm going to call out a sequence of numbers. When that sequence of numbers reaches a number that you feel like you can afford, you keep your hand up in the air, and I'll make sure that you are the high bidder when it comes to that package. Y'all ready to find out? We have two phenomenal live auction packages here in our first portion of our live auction. And I need as many participants as possible to keep your hands up in the air. Where are my bid assistants? Bid assistants, get your wands up in the air.
Some of our businesses want to work, some of them don't, but they work. If I can't see you, I want to hear you. Because I don't want to miss a single opportunity to raise as much money as possible as we can tonight for the Iditarod. As Dave mentioned, we also have an online silent auction running. 3 sections closing tonight, 8 o'clock, 8:30, and 9 p.m. We've heard that the cell phone reception might be a little spotty here with over 1,100 people in the house. So if you want to take advantage of the Dena'ina Center's free Wi-Fi, it is the Dena'ina Center Guest Wireless Network, and the password is Fish Trap. All one word, all lowercase. Dena'ina Center Wireless Guest Network. The password is Fish Trap. I don't want y'all to miss the online silent auction bids closing. Again, 8, 8:30, and 9 o'clock. But now we're going to get into our first 2 live auction packages for your bidding consideration. First and foremost, after we're done running the last great race, why not consider moving to a little warmer temperament? Up on the slides here, you will see, you will have the opportunity to bid on a destination package to beautiful Las Vegas or Lake Tahoe for 2 people. Enjoy a 3-night stay in your choice of a resort in Lake Tahoe or Las Vegas, Nevada. The room will accommodate 2 guests, and they contain a large bed or 2 smaller beds at the resort's discretion. Upgraded rooms, extended dates, and additional travel may be added for a fee, and at redemption and booking and concierge service are included with these packages. Will you choose to unwind by the crystal clear waters of Lake Tahoe, surrounded by breathtaking mountain views, or dive into the vibrant energy of Las Vegas, the city that never sleeps, experiencing world-class entertainment and experiences? The only stipulation for this package is that travel must be booked within 12 months, and you have up to 24 months to execute said travel. So booking within a year, travel within 2 years. Here we go, folks. Where's the North Iditarod? What do you say? Can we get the open $1,000 helping top? We get $1,000 for now, $1,000 for $1,000. $1,000 bid, they deliver $12.5 for $12.50. $1,000 for $12.5 for $12.50. $12.50 deliver $1,500 for $1,500 in. There we go, $1,500 for $17.5. $1,500 deliver $1,750 for $17.5 for $1,750. Out of $1,500 for $17.5 for $1,750. $1,750 they deliver $2,500 for $2,000. $1,750 here. If you go 2,000, come on, don't leave me hanging. We're helping support the last great race on earth. What else are you getting an opportunity for this? 1,750 bid on 2,000, 2,000. What do you say? You want to go 2,000? She said yes at 2,000. 2,000 bid on 22.5, 22.50 bid on $22.50 bid. Out of 2,000 over 22.5, about 22.50. Don't let us throw away, folks. 2,000 bid over 2,100, for 2,100, for $2,100, over 2,100. All in, all done. Again, 3 night stays. You and your favorite VIP +1 in Vegas or Tahoe. There we go, 2,100. 22 now, 22, make it even 2,200. What do you say? Well, let's play $100 to you. 22, 2,200. $100 more dollars. Come on. You and your BFF right next to you. Imagine the slots, imagine the buffets, imagine the show experiences. Final opportunity. It's going away. We're at 2,100, 22, 200. Check her first. You want to make sure you've got the bill ledger there. You want to make sure the pocketbook's good to go. And we have sold it! $2,100. Congratulations. Put your hands together for our thank you. All right. The second package in our live auction for the priceless one-night experience that you will not have a chance to do anywhere else, where you get to experience the ceremonial start with VIP access for 2. It's you +1. And an exclusive Idita swag bag filled with special treats to keep you warm and cozy while you're watching the race and meet the voices behind the ceremonial start. That's right. Dave Pike and our very own Dave Stroh. That's the man that is the legend right here. Not only will you meet the announcers, but you'll also get a dog's eye view from under the star banner and send one of the 2,025 teams off on their adventure by announcing their countdown and launching them out of the chute at the ceremonial start on Saturday, March 1st of this year, just 2 days away. And that will be commemorated with a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go into Iditarod history. What do you say, folks? Who wants to be the MC, VIP experience extraordinaire? Oh, we did $1,000. I'm going to take it off $1,000, $1,000, $1,000, start off $1,000. There we go, 1,000. Then you move over half. $1,000, $1,250, $1,250, $1,250. I'm $1,000, $1,250, $1,250. Don't let us slip away. I'm $1,000, $1,100, $1,100, $1,100, $1,100. 1,001, so we're 1,100. I see you in the corner now. I appreciate you. Let's you want to come back in and win it? We're 1,100 here. 1,200 to make it to yours again. Let's go to 1,200. What do you say? Now it's 1,200. There we go. We'll go 13 to 13 to bid. Yes, it's 13. 13's been over 14, 1,400. I'm at 1,300. 13's where we're at. 1,400 where we're asking for. One more chance to go back in. Now 1,400. Hand here. I see you. 14's good for 15. Which is 1,500. Right back at you. We're at 14 here. 15 to you. This side over there. 1,500. Thank you for yelling. I appreciate you hearing me. 15's good for 16. We go 1,600. 15 over on this side. 1,600. What do you say? Right back at him. 15's good for 16. 16 good for 16. 16 good for 1,600. I'm at 1,600. Thank you. Now we'll go 17. 16 good for 17. 17 good for 17. That's 1,700. 17's good for 18. Good for 18. Good for 18. I'm going to break. Good for 18. Good for 18. Good for 18. What do you say? Now 18. Thank you. 18's the bid. Do we dare have an even $2,000 bid in the room? 1800 we're at. Now 2,000 for that. 2,000 bid. I'm 2,000 for 20 and a half. Over $22 bid. 2,000 we're at. Looking for 22 and a half. Over 22.50. What do you say? 2,000. Right back at you here in the front. You want to make it happen again? I'm at $2,000. 22 and a half we're asking for. I'll go as low as 2,100. 2,000 over 21 now. 2,100 bid. Last and final call. 2,000 bid over 21. That's 2,100. There it is. 21 bid over 22. 2,200. I'm at 21 on this side. 22. You want to throw that in and win it. Don't let us slip away. There you go. 22. Come on out. 23. What do you say? There at 23. I got you. 23's good for 24. And either side. 23's where we're at. 2,400. You got back in it. What do you say? 23's good now. 24. 24's good for 25. 2,500. Yes, that's 2,500. Anybody here goes 27 and a half? 25 is good for 27. If you go to 27, $27.50. I'm at 25 over 27 and a half. 27.50. What do you say? 2,600 then. 25 we're at. Asking 2,600. One more chance. There it is. 26. 26. Now 27. 27 here. What do you say? 2,800. One more time. Come on. What do you make it happen? 27, 28. Now we got 28. 2,800. Now 28. All that. $3,000 bid. She's down. I'd now like to welcome our longest-standing principal partner. I'm talking about GCI. GCI has provided a very important role in this race, even before their sponsorship began in 1994. GCI provides the vital telecom infrastructure that allows us to share with you, the fans, all the racing highlights of the last great race on Earth. I'm pleased to introduce to you tonight
Craig Johnson, VP of Enterprise Business at GCI. Mr. Johnson, if you will, please.
Proud sponsor of the Iditarod now for over 30 years. And we have some fun things to do tonight. We get to give away a prize. So before I do that, let me just talk a little bit about GCI's involvement with the race. Not only are we a principal sponsor, but we also are giving away this year a grading, which will be a choice between $3,000 in gold or a new iPhone. So we'll see the first musher when they get to grading. We'll be out there with a gold or an iPhone. So GCI has been closing the digital divide in Alaska for 40 years as a company and been providing communication all across the Iditarod and all the way to home. So, without further ado, let me give away a prize, so the fun part of it. So, everybody got a program tonight. And on the back of the program for the winner is a sticker. You'll see a GCI sticker. So, if you take a look at your program, and if you see the sticker on the back, that means that you've won an iWatch. Actually, the cool iWatch, the rugged iWatch. So, do we have a winner in the crowd? Any winner in the crowd? Somewhere on the back of somebody's program is a sticker, will be a bright GCI sticker. You got one? There we go. All right, congratulations. And we'll come find you and get you your prize. So, we've got a quick video. I'll turn it over to the video. And just want to say good luck to the mushers, and we'll see you around.
Mr. Johnson, what a great giveaway. GCI will be presenting the Dorothy G. Page Halfway Award at the Rating One Checkpoint this year on the new 2025 route. This award is a long-standing tradition that recognizes the mother of the last great race on Earth. Now, before we move on to the next batch of musher introductions as they pull their official start order, we want to remind everyone that we're raising money to ensure the prosperous future of the Iditarod. You've got so many ways to give. Scan those QR codes to place a game some chance to win some serious money or simply donate to this deserving nonprofit. The first section of auction items are about to close, and there are still 2 more sections to go tonight. So be sure to head on over and look at your phone and check out all the great Alaskan items available. I went by the table earlier and spied some great gift cards and gift baskets from local businesses, an Alpine Air Glacier sled dog helicopter trip, and tons of one-of-a-kind memorabilia signed by your favorite musher. We've also got more live auctions coming up that you won't want to miss. So, it is time now for the next 10 introductions of 10 mushers, I should say, who signed up this summer at the Musher Sign Up and Volunteer Picnic, who will be coming up one at a time to pick their bib number. So, let's get our man up here who helped us. There he is right there. Thank you for your time, sir. The 11th musher to draw their number is veteran Iditarod musher Riley Dice.
Riley Dice might be a guy to keep an eye on. He's fortified his team with some dogs from Brent Sachs. Riley now has his sights set on a top 10 finish, or even better, he finished in 18th place in 2023.
There's things on that trail that no matter where you train and how hard you train, you're not going to get the kind of experience and go through the burn and going through a 70-mile-an-hour windstorm on the Bering Sea. Those are the things that I might be a masochist to say this, or people might think that, but I love the coast, I love the windstorms, I love all of that part of it. To me, that's the exciting part of the race, is that coastal run. So when I was seeing those guys on the insider video suffer at 50, 60 below at Caltag, and I was off the cuff, man, I'm kind of jealous. I'd like to be out there and challenging myself in those conditions. So I'm excited to get back to it this year.
He's cleaned up for this event. Here's Rodney Dice coming to pick his starting number. And the man holding the muffler is our Race Marshal Corn. Morris, thank you so much. Number 17 for Riley Dice, the last grade race on. It's Dyke. See, I had a chance to mangle these names before I get to the ceremonial starting Saturday. So thank you for admonishing me in front of 1,100 people. At number 12 is Anna Berington.
Anna Berington now with 12 finishes to her credit and 6 top 25 finishes. Anna will be taking the best from her kennel that she shares with her sister Kristen. Perhaps this is the year that we see a Berington under that arch first.
It doesn't get much better than this mushing. My bestie is somewhere out there with the 10 dogs. I'm back here with 10. The sky is littered with stars. Aurora is dazzling, and there's just a blanket of snow everywhere. It's fantastic. This dog is fantastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Anna Berington is at the last grade race setup. Anna's got number 12. Our 13th musher is Samantha LaLonde.
Samantha LaLonde, a rookie, has come to the Iditarod. She's from Farmington Hills, Michigan. She joins a long list of mushers making their first trek to Norway.
Hi there, my name is Keaton Loebrich. I'm a rookie in this year's Iditarod. Dogs and I are out here on a quick shakeout before the big race. We've got my lead dog, my trusty lead dog, Miss Gibbs right here, is toddler. Yeah, we are super excited to get out on the trail finally. It's been a long time coming. I'd like to take the time to thank some of my sponsors and supporters, starting with Dallas CD and AKU Sled Dog Tutors, production. So thank you. A few other sponsors are Domino's Pizza, Alaska Trackers Association, Capital Advisors, Moose Creek Mounds, and all the other supporters and sponsors that have helped us to get here. Thank you.
Samantha LaLonde, come to the stage. Samantha picks number 3 as her starting position. Up next, our 14th musher, Ryan Redington.
Ryan Redington, Team Green, is back for another shot at his grandfather's trophy. Ryan became the first Redington to win the Iditarod in 2023. Ryan, with 10 finishes to his name, now has 4 top 10 finishes.
Well, I'm always just concentrating on my own team, but there's a lot of good teams out there, you know. Jessie Holmes, Matt Hall, Jeff Beer, Mitch is back, which is really nice to see, and Mill is going to have a really good team again, and there's a lot of great teams. I'm probably forgetting some, Matt Taylor, but still, even though I'm looking at the competition, I'm still trying to put together the best team that I can and run my race instead of other people's racing.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here comes Ryan Redington. Number 16 goes to Ryan Redington. Musher number 15 is Keaton Loebrich.
Keaton Loebrich has arrived at the starting line, former Marine, astrophysics and finance major. He's settled outside of Fairbanks and is setting his sights at the Iditarod Championship.
Goal by far is to finish. I mean, just starting at Iditarod, you kind of already put yourself on a short list of people with at least one people that attempted at Iditarod. There's some of them not ever still. You can sign up for it. I think we're on a nice list, but ultimately the goal is to finish. But I mean, honestly, I'm training myself and attempting to train this team to win at Iditarod. I mean, it's a race. I mean, people join for a lot of different reasons, but at the end of the day, it's a race. And you join a race and think you want to win. I mean, obviously, I don't think that's a reasonable goal our first year, but that's what we're aiming for.
Ladies and gentlemen, Keaton Loebrich. You gotta start somewhere. Lucky number 13 for Keaton Loebrich. Our 16th musher is Nicolas Petit.
Nick Petit is back for another run today. One of the great characters of this event. Nick has 10 Iditarod finishes to his credit, including 6 top 10 finishes.
This is Nick Petit. Number 7 goes out to Nick Petit and Iditarod. See you in the ceremonial tournament. All right, so go right ahead.
I at least got to thank Doug over there, because without that guy, I wouldn't be able to be here today. And then in the summer, we have fun around that racetrack. Thanks to Lance Mackey, who let me drive his car. Later.
I was just hijacked by Petit. Our 17th musher is Jessie Holmes.
Jessie Holmes, one of the favorites to get to know him first. He's been knocking at the door for a few years now. Jessie knows the Yukon River. He's a TV personality, a former Rookie of the Year. Is he the next Iditarod champion?
You know, some of the hard things that I've been through, taught me to be grateful for every moment you have, doing what you love. And, you know, you don't want to leave this earth without realizing how fortunate that I am and some others are to be able to, you know, pursue our passions like we are. It ain't like that for everybody. Got a lot of struggles in the world. And if you can live this life, you better be grateful and thankful for it and want to share, you know, share that gratefulness with the world is what I want to do. That's what this gives me. This gives me a great platform to share those positive things that we take away from, you know, the life that we live out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please share your applause for Jessie Holmes. Number 15. Thank you, sir. Our 18th musher tonight is Sydnie Bahl.
We welcome Sydnie Bahl to the start line, yet another rookie in the Iditarod. She's from North Dakota and has a doctorate in physical therapy. She works with Iditarod legend Vern Holter. There may be some mushers that know needing some physical therapy after 600 miles on the Yukon.
Hi everyone, I'm Sydnie Bahl, a rookie in the 2025 Iditarod. Originally from Minot, North Dakota, I moved to Alaska with my husband Nick to chase adventure, and I quickly fell in love with mushing. This journey has been incredible, and I'm honored to be here at the starting line. A huge thank you to Anchorage Home Health and Hospice and Lakeside Pet Retreat for their incredible support. Your belief in this dream helps make it all possible. This is Flu, my 5-year-old lead dog. He's been with me through every qualifying race, and he never misses a beat. His drive and enthusiasm are a huge part of this team. And this is Kafka. He is an Iditarod veteran, and he is one tough guy who will get you through any storm out there. Thank you to my husband Nick, and all of our friends, family, sponsors, and everyone cheering us on. We can't wait to hit the trail and make our way to Nome. See you out there, and happy trails.
Please welcome to the Mushers Banquet, Sydnie Bahl. Sydnie has chosen number 8 as her starting position at Iditarod. Thank you, Our 19th muster is Brenda Mackey.
Brenda Mackey is back in the Iditarod. Her husband Will Rhodes finished the race last year, and this year it's Brenda's turn. The daughter of the 1983 champion, the late great Brenda Mackey.
Please welcome Brenda Mackey to the Mushers Banquet. Brenda has chosen number 9 as her starting position. Congratulations. Dan, I want to remind you that we are ahead of schedule, so if you'll get ready to make your way to the stage, we're going to go with your next event. Please welcome musher number 20, Daniel Clyde.
Daniel Clyde is into adventure. This former marathoner and triathlete has hooked up with Iditarod champion Ryan Redington and has learned from the best. Dan, a rookie, will be ready for a fist pump at Nome when he reaches Anchorage.
This Alaska field for me is what compels me. It's one of the great states to be a part of. I just wanted to dip my toe in the water in the mystique of Alaska and do things that few people can do or want to do. I want to be a part of that. And I think I have the features to make that happen, so I'm kind of married that together. But clearly, it's simply to be a part of something very special. And I don't have any pretense here of competing on any kind of a level with these folks. But I do want to participate and be part of the sport and carry on, so I say, the great tradition of the last great race.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome Daniel Clyde. Mr. Clyde has chosen number 19. Thank you, sir, very much. Thank you, success at Iditarod. That is our second group of mushers. We are 13 away from finishing up tonight. And how exciting. We are now going to go back and invite Dan to the stage to introduce the next 2 live auction items. Dan, if you are in the house, come on up. We want to hear from you. There he is right there. Don't forget, the second section of the silent auction items close at 8:30. We're ahead of schedule tonight, so there may be a little bit of adjustment time-wise. Here's Dan.
Be back in it. Thank you, everyone.
I always say, pay attention to the man with the market on his head. Well, thank you for your generosity and what incredible members you're going to have with these trips, and Iditarod staff member will be over to gather your information. And again, thank you for supporting the last great race on there. I am now pleased to bring to the stage the co-directors of the Iditarod Education Program. Please welcome Jim DePrez, Linda Benton, and our 2025 Teacher on the Trail, Maggie Hamilton. Please welcome her to the Mushers Banquet.
We want to begin by thanking Hillport for their unbelievable Iditarod in schools around the globe. Every musher, past and present, has been an inspiration to so many young minds out there. So many more than you will ever realize. Through some of the programs offered within the education department, these children are able to write letters, participate in Iditarod, listen to podcasts, follow live coverage with the classroom editions of The Insider, and so much more. These connections will live on with students and become core memories that they will then pass on to their children. Our program, however, is a true team effort. Without the help of many alumni of the Teacher on the Trail program and their passion for this great event, none of this would be possible. Thank you to all educators who help with our program, even those who are just teaching it for the very first time in their classrooms everywhere. Before we go, I would like to introduce all of you to our 26th Teacher on the Trail at Hamilton. She will be our boots on the ground, linking the events of the race to educators and students who share the same passion about the Iditarod. In closing, thank you all for your time and for being an inspiration to children everywhere. Together, we can keep the spirit of the Iditarod alive in classrooms worldwide for generations to come. Thank you.
And it's nice to have Maggie Hamilton here in Alaska. Now, before we dive into our next principal partner, I just want to give a quick reminder that both the final auction section will close in just a little bit. We're way ahead of schedule tonight. We're going to have you home for the news, so be sure to have your table on or on your phone or online for those who are joining us at home and get your hands on some incredible items and invention packages donated by our incredible support. Now, the next principal partner I'd like to introduce to you is Donald Gold, and in its 16th year sponsoring this great race, Donald Gold is steadfast in its commitment to create a safe and environmentally responsible mining project that provides opportunities for families in the Yukon-Kuskokwim region to live in healthy and prosperous communities. I'd like to invite to the stage Donald Gold's External Affairs Associate Manager, Samantha LaLonde, to the stage.
Iditarod without thinking about tenacity, adaptability, strength, compassion, and a whole list of adjectives that are used to describe the true human spirit and connection to nature that exists in the race. And we live in a modernizing world, we're all busy, but yet we remain connected to Alaska's history and culture. And since we were talking about news just a second ago, I wanted to call attention to a recent headline, and I promise it's not scary. It reads, "Think sled dog racing is fading? In the mushing crazy Yukon-Kuskokwim Delta, it's booming." And I would say, it's not just booming in the Yukon-Kuskokwim, given the bodies that are in this room tonight. At Donald Gold, our motto is every person going home safe and healthy every day. And in that spirit, we wish all the mushers a safe and healthy journey to know. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Samantha. We thank Donald Gold for their continued partnership year after year. We're excited to continue along the bright future with Donald Gold. Well, before we start the drawing of the next group of mushers, just a quick mention that the third section of the silent auction will be closing very soon, so hurry and get to the table or place your winning bid online through our greater giving account. We're now down to the final group of 13 mushers who signed up at the Summer Sign-Up Picnic to draw their official starting order. So let's see who gets to look forward to making the journey to know. Joining me will be Warren, the race marshal. The 21st musher to draw their bid number for Iditarod 53 is rookie Iditarod musher Emily Ford. Emily?
Emily is our next musher from Duluth, Minnesota. She and her partner Anna Hennessy have built a kennel of dogs that are primed and ready for this grand undertaking. Anna reached home a year
Hey everybody, I'm Emily Ford. It's my rookie Iditarod year, and I'm super stoked to hit the trail and travel over 1,000 miles up to Nome. I fell into dogs really kind of on a whim. It all started with one dog named Dickens, and now it's turned into 40 dogs with a long list of names. I feel super lucky that I come from the lower 48 in Minnesota, but I get to live up here in Alaska during the winters. It's amazing. I love being up here in the winter. And I run out of Willow, Alaska at Shameless Husky Kennels, and I feel super fortunate to be here. So, I'm gonna hit the trail with 16 of the 40 dogs, right? And go on for an adventure.
Let's let Emily know how we feel about rookies at Iditarod. Emily's chosen number 34 for her starting position with Redington. Musher number 22, here's a name we all know, Mitch Seavey.
Mitch Seavey is back, three-time champion and one of the legends of the Iditarod. His first race was in 1980, and now 45 years later, he saddles up for his 29th Iditarod. 18 top 10 finishes. You know, Mitch has brought a team to Anchorage to win.
So, hello Iditarod fans. My name is Mitch Seavey, and I'm from Sterling, Alaska, and our summer sled dog tours operate in Seward, Alaska, so check us out, Iditarod Sled Dog Tours. And we're getting ready for, I believe it's my 30th running of the Iditarod race. So of course we have sled preparations and gear being repaired and everything last minute, because obviously we use the same stuff for training that we do for racing, so just the last minute tune-ups. But the other thing we're working on is we have to select our teams, and we're making our last minute preparations for our 16th dog. So Rosie's a consideration. Come here, Rose. Rose Klein. So the main strong point for Rosie making the team is she's very fluffy. And there are some negatives, but we don't discuss those in her presence. So she is an Arctic breed because look at all this. I mean, come on. So enjoy the race. Thank you for your support, and we'll see you in Nome.
He is one of our legends. Please welcome Mitch Seavey. Mr. Seavey has chosen number 32. Thank you, my friend. Continued success out on the Iditarod Trail. Usher number 23 is Paige Dropney.
Paige Dropney will be sitting on the sidelines, and rumor has it she has a team that could win this race. On a Squid Acres kennel, she and Cody Straith have built a kennel of world-class athletes that could win any race when they show up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Paige Dropney at the Mushers Banquet. Paige is drawn number 26 for her race to Nome. Thank you, Paige. Musher number 24 is Jeff Dieter.
Jeff Dieter, wow, what a race he had in 2024. He may have had the best team in the second half of last year's race. He's out to prove that he has the very best this year. Another musher who's highly professional and is aiming for the roses under that arch in Nome.
Friends and fans of Iditarod, I'm excited to be back for my 8th race, running this beautiful dog team out in front of me. All of these dogs have been raised in our kennel from puppies. Very excited to watch them mature and become the team they are. Before this race gets started, I've got some people I want to thank. Of course, my wonderful wife, Katie Jo, sharing this passion, helping me build this beautiful team. I'm so thankful for everything. To our moms, Katie's mom, Julie, who cooks and grocery shops, provides everything at our house during the winter. Thank you so much. To my mom, Gretchen, for supplying me with food, all the love you give. Couldn't do it without you. And then to our team, our hammers, Dylan Lowry, Kelsey Shields. You guys bring positivity every day. You've helped us have a wonderful season. To our guides, Jessie, Casey, Miguel, you guys all have some awesome dog team. Very happy to have you working with us and sharing this life. To our sponsors, our dog sponsors, our kennel sponsors, you allow us the freedom to travel and go that extra mile for our dog. So thanks for everything you provided and everything you do for our kennel. My fellow mushers, hope you're ready for some long miles, have some good audio books and a seatbelt on your sled. We'll see you at Dope.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jeff Peter. Mr. Eater's lucky number 33, congratulations. Musher number 25 is Connor McMahon.
Connor McMahon is back for another attempt at the Archer. Out of the Yukon Territories, his attempt to finish a year ago fell short, but he's back in 2025 to finish his business.
Connor McMahon from Trail Racing. This is Chummy and my pet dog. There's Melanie Brisbane's here. But we got a kennel of about 35 Alaskan Huskies down there, and we'll be bringing 16 of them with us. There's a few sponsors that I really like to thank. The Hamlin Group, Danny, thank you, buddy, and Dr. Rob, you guys really made this year happen for us. So thank you guys, and we're looking forward to getting back out on the trail. Yeah, getting to know them.
We welcome to the Mushers Banquet, Connor McMahon. Mr. McMahon chose number 28 as his starting position. Congratulations. Musher number 26 is Charmaine Morrison.
Charmaine Morrison is another rookie to Iditarod. She learned about the Iditarod when she was a kid and started her own kennel when she was 14 years old. Bozeman, Montana is home for this adventure secret. Wish her luck in getting to know.
And Charmaine Morrison joins us on stage. Charmaine has chosen number 30 as his starting position in Iditarod 53. Musher number 27 is Laurel Eklund.
Laurel Eklund will be back in the trail in 2025. His first dog was Annie, he bought from Curtis Earhart from Tanana. Laurel knows the Yukon and will be traveling back through Tanana this year.
Hi, my name is Laurel Eklund, one of the participants in this year's Iditarod. First off, I'd like to thank every person that came out to the banquet, bought a ticket, as well as like to thank all the race sponsors, community, race committee, volunteers that made this race happen. This race will be going through kind of a special place for me as part of it, as a big part of myself, and basically who I am as a musher in Alaska. We've going through two big rivers that I've spent a lot of time on, the Dena'ina and Yukon, and I got some fond memories there, whether it be a boat or on a log raft, and going down there with a dog sled and seeing that the portion of that river is going to make some great memories. The Dena'ina, one of the checkpoints, the Dena'ina is Village Dena'ina is one of the checkpoints of this year's race. That checkpoint is in Village is where I got my first dog, Annie. She was a base shark fry kennel. She started as a whole dream mine for me. She cost me 2 quarts of wood and $600 from Western Earhart. And now, a lot of the grandkids will be heading down the trail toward back home, in a sense. So I'm really excited about that. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Rod's Alaska Guide Service, Alaska Icefield Expeditions, Alaska Trapper Associations, Logan's Boots, Valerie for sewing, the Lynch family, Diana Eklund, as well as Phil O'Sullivan. And I'd like to thank everybody again for supporting this race.
Please give an Iditarod welcome to Laurel Eklund. And Mr. Eklund has chosen number 23 as his starting position in the Iditarod. Musher number 28 is Matthew Baylor.
Matthew Baylor is back for another run at Iditarod. A 12-time finisher now, and a former Cusco 300 winner. Matthew will bring a highly competitive team to the trail, and a fast track could be his ticket to a championship.
Everybody got the Baylor here out the train up. See beautiful Mount Dena'ina in the background. Awesome up here. Good job. Hey, everybody. Hey, well done. Good job. Up here in front today, for this training trip, we've got Anna, and then this is Mel. We'll walk the camera a little bit. And we'd also like to take a moment and thank all the fans of the Iditarod for cheering on all the teams and supporting the race. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And I'd like to wish the competitors in the field safe travel down the trail. Best of luck to everyone. Of course, thanks to our team. My wife, my son, Liz and Theo, our handlers, Dane, Casey, and Jaren, and then my family, my mom, my dad, all of our sponsors, 17 Dog Boosters, Classic Test Adventures. We're ready to get out there. Okay, guys. Thanks for being the 17th dog.
Here comes our musher daddy, Matthew Baylor. He's joined by a future Iditarod champion. Number 31 is your number. Congratulations. Musher number 29 is Quince Mountain.
Quince Mountain is back, looking for another chance to reach goal. His attempt in 2020 fell short. He never expected to be a musher. It was his wife's hobby, and now he's on the runner tails headed to Mill.
Hi, I'm Quince Mountain. I'm a musher from the Midwest who, with the support of my family, including my wife, Claire Braverman, and a whole bunch of fans of our dog team who call themselves the Ugly Dogs, which is no shade on the dogs, and the support of especially people from my hometown of Mountain, Wisconsin. I get to be up here in Alaska, training for and going for achieving my Iditarod dream. I hope to make it to Nome for the first time, rookie run, and we're sure having a great time trying. There's nothing like being out here with my best friend. Thank you.
No, thank you. Here's Quince Mountain at Mushers Banquet. Thank you, sir. Number 27 is Quince Mountain's starting position in Iditarod. Thank you, sir. Musher number 30 is Calvin Doherty.
Finished business for Calvin Doherty this week, trying to follow his father's footsteps and earn that coveted belt. Calvin's run in 2024 ended early, but he's still driven by those childhood memories of watching his father cross under that arch in Nome.
Hi, I'm Calvin Doherty. I'm 22 years old. I'm a rookie in the Iditarod this year. I'm out mushing right now. This is what our trails look like here in Sterling, Alaska. I want to thank my amazing family for supporting me the past few years in my mushing career and this year in running for the Iditarod, helping out with drum bags, and transition about the base staging and redesign of the builder packs out my near Alaska. And I want to thank Michael Green, Kelly Silverberg, and my Berington Cliffs. I also want to thank all the Iditarod volunteers at Berington for all the work that they do. So I know it's a lot of people. There's a lot more that I can name off, like all the dog sponsors, check club sponsors. So thank you to those people too. I'm excited to get out there on the trail this year.
Calvin Doherty is here at Iditarod. Calvin Drew, number 25, for the last fair race on. Musher number 31 is Bailey Vitello.
Bailey Vitello, from the pond plunge to the Yukon River and beyond. Bailey has his own style and brings a pizzazz to the race. He'll be using the force out there on the trail.
Dude, that was crazy. Number 22, Bailey Vitello. Someone to look forward to the 15 report. Number 32 now. Please welcome Bryce Mumford.
Bryce Mumford from Preston, Idaho is back. He too came up short in 2024, but this will be his year.
Hi everybody, I'm Bryce Mumford from Preston, Idaho. I work full-time for the U.S. Postal Service delivering mail. I run sled dogs as a hobby. I've been running dogs for 13 years. I enjoy spending time with them in the mountains, having adventures. I appreciate the support of my family, my wife Lindsay, and my kids Anna and Connor, and my parents Rex and Debbie. My dad has helped every step of the way get me to Iditarod. Thank you, Dad. And thank you everyone here for supporting Iditarod. See you on the trail.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bryce Mumford. Number 24 is his starting position at Iditarod. Our last question, number 33 in this group, Justin Holmes.
And finally, Justin Holmes will begin his rookie year on the trail with an entire team that he and his wife rescued from a shelter. This will be an amazing story to watch unfold on this trail.
Hey, my name's Justin Holmes, and I'm here with Fly, Tippett, the rest of my race team. And my wife and I operate Rerun Kennel out of Fairbanks, Alaska, and we're really excited to hit the Iditarod Trail. Our kennel promotes dog-powered sports in our community, as well as helps the local shelter and rescues in the state. In fact, 13 of these guys are from local rescues in the shelter, including Fly and Tippett here. Pretty Paws Grooming, Big Dan's Trucking and Pet Food, as well as numerous private dog sponsors and local supporters. Thank you very much, everyone, and I look forward to being out on the trail. And I having a good time with my dogs.
Here's the Mushers Banquet. It's Jessie Holmes. Is Justin Holmes. Thank you so much, Justin. And what a legendary field of mushers to watch in the 53rd running of the Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race. Let's wish all of our mushers well on the way to Nome. These teams deserve our support. One round of applause. One last round of applause to all of them. Our sponsors, our volunteers, their moms and dads, and everyone who makes this race happen year after year. Now, we've got somebody special in our audience tonight. She is a 4-time Junior Iditarod champion who hails from Dena'ina. Please welcome to the Mushers Banquet tonight, Emily Robinson. Emily, if you're here to stand, I'm going to hear some, but please stand for us. Let's go over that. Is she over there? There she is right there, ladies and gentlemen, Emily Robinson. Just imagine what she's going to do in the future. Congratulations. We are so proud of you. We look forward to whatever you're going to do in the future, continued success. And we hope to see you on Saturday. She'll be running one of the first sleds out of Anchorage during the ceremonial start. Emily Robinson, remember that name. So thank you so much for spending your evening with us as we celebrate the mushers who will be competing in the 53rd running of the Iditarod. We encourage you to become an Iditarod insider. When you become an insider, you get the very best live coverage of the race, and your contribution helps our mushers, our sled dogs, and the greatest volunteer force on the planet, making it all happen. For those of you who are lucky winners of a silent auction item who haven't checked out yet, check out. It's in the back corner over there, so be sure to see Dan in the red coat and the team on your way out. We look forward to seeing you downtown on Saturday at 10 a.m. for the ceremonial start of Iditarod 53. And for those of you heading to Fairbanks, we'll see you on Monday at the official start of the 2025 Iditarod. For the Iditarod Trail Committee, I'm Dave Stroh. Please drive safe tonight and have a wonderful evening.
Hang on, don't leave yet. If you bought a red raffle ticket, we're about to make somebody very happy. All right, Dave. I lost my sheet back at the raffle table, but the winner, I don't know if Carrie's over there, we have 16 pounds of fish. I want to make sure I get the details on this. Carrie, my sheet, I left it over there by Dawn. If somebody can grab my sheet, I want to be able to share this amazing assortment that we have as a prize. So, Dave, if you would, I'm going to have you spin the tumbler. Get your red tickets out, folks. I'm going to let it spin it. I'm going to see if somebody's going to bring me my sheet. I want to make sure that I read all the details. I left it right in front of Dawn. If anybody can grab it over there on the table, you are a saint. Look at you. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. So, all right, Dave, make sure they go up. This prize is courtesy of Turnigan Fish Co. Let's give them a huge round of applause. Thank you so much, Turnigan Fish Co. We have 16 pounds of various fish, including 4 pounds of king salmon, 4 pounds of lake cod, 3 pounds of halibut, 3 pounds of rockfish, 2 pounds of Pacific cod, and 2 pounds of red salmon. So 16 pounds of various fish assortments. Thank you so much. That again is courtesy of Turnigan Fish Co. We have no more tickets coming up. Everybody's got their tickets open. We can turn the lights up just a bit so everybody can see their ticket numbers. Yes. All right, here we go. Now looking. We're going to reach deep in there. We're about to make somebody very happy. Mr. Stroh, if you would please read our winning number.
Certainly will. Here it is, 460021. 460021. Once again, 460021.
That's our winner. Bring up that ticket. Trust but verify. Bring it on up, bring it on up, bring it on up. Here we go. She's making her way through the crowd. We have to follow all official raffle policies and rules. We'll see here. 460021.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night.